is not where it's supposed to be, we are offering them as much as we could in that program. The children that comes in, young that comes in on a group 5 level, and now I think we also have a group 4 level. Hopefully in 2 years we have that child where he or she should be with the social emotional development. If we see that it's where it's supposed to be, we can have the child flow back into the regular system to further their education, secondary and regular schools, because we don't really have a secondary individual educational program.
Okay. So now, Mrs. Hodge, let's now talk about your function as the Catholic Religion Coordinator. What exactly does your task entail?
For me, it entails working with the various Catholic schools. I'm the contact person between the schools, school board, and also the parish, that we are all connected, united. Mm-hmm. It's important for us to teach our students as Catholics that they are to love, to know, to love, and to serve the Lord. We try to teach them to put their faith into practice. We think that that's very important by us as teachers, being, of course, good role models for our children. Also, for instance, as Teacher Jessie was just saying, in the classroom, it also has to do with the religious instruction, which we have at least 60 minutes per week instruction for the schools. And at the moment we are very well united, because at the moment all the Catholic schools use the same religious method, and it's not too foreign to us because it's a Caribbean method and it's working very well. The schools are pretty united. As I said, we have the same method. We have formation days for our teachers, and we also every year have a great celebration, which is the Catholic Schools Week, in which we bring all the 7 Catholic schools together. We show that we are united, and we have a big celebration. We also, which is important for us as Catholics, we have Holy Mass, and then after that we usually have a presentation from all the schools, or we have a parade through town showcasing our faith.
Okay. So each teacher in each class or each grade, they have to do 60 minutes in 1 week of religion.
Yes.
And what exactly is taught in that class? Are they taught about the Bible? What exactly is a Catholic class or a religion class?
Okay, of course Bible is important, but for our Catholic faith they will learn about the sacraments, they will learn about the saints, the scripture, that's a departure point, that too. So it's like a whole package. We don't really separate anything. And important, we try to teach them to bring their faith into practice. It's also, and as our faith is not a separate entity, with FBE, we are fortunate that we can also integrate it into the social emotional development of our students, in artwork, for instance, in social studies, so that they can see that everything that we do, that it's all forms one entity.
Okay. Well, that's very vital information to have. Okay, once again, we've reached to a break. So when we come back, we have the final segment, and we will be discussing, if you can probably name off the schools that you have, if some are English, some are Dutch. We'll just discuss that. Stay tuned, we will be right back.
For those topsy-turvy nights, a diaper that suits your baby. Huggy Snug and Dry with all new leak lock. Absorbs faster to help stop leaks. Parenthood, chaotically beautiful. Enjoy it.
Are you looking for that prescription that the doctor just gave to you and you can't find it at no other pharmacy? Well, the Orange Grove Pharmacy is where you should be. The Orange Grove Pharmacy, we carry a wide range of American and European prescriptions and drugstore items. We also do personal care products. We offer friendly services and 24 hours emergency delivery. Charges may apply. We're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., Saturdays, 9 to 1 p.m. Orange Grove Pharmacy, supporting a healthy lifestyle.
Hi, and welcome back to A Better Place. As I mentioned in the introduction, today we will be discussing Catholic education on St. Maarten. All of your schools are giving education in the English language or the Dutch language, and which of these schools offer that?
Okay, our first school is the St. Joseph Primary School. There you have language of instruction English. Then the Sister Regina School, we have language of instruction Dutch. The Sister Borgia School, language of instruction Dutch. We have the Sister Magda School, language of instruction Dutch. Sister Marie Laurent School, language of instruction Dutch. And the St. Dominic Primary, language of instruction English. And our St. Dominic High School, language of instruction English.
Okay, so basically you only have two schools that offer the English language. St.
Two
Joseph
primary
School and the St. Dominic Primary School.
Right.
And the others are in
Yes. If you look at it, why we kept those schools Dutch, we did a survey. We sent a survey to the parents asking what they would like what they would like the language of instruction to be, and the majority chose for Dutch, and that is why we are still upholding language of instruction Dutch within our Catholic schools. And every year we are trying to bring up the level of the Dutch language within the schools. Fortunately enough, we had DERPI assisting us and giving workshops to enhance the Dutch language within our schools. And that was a lot of theory which we used, but very important to us is have hands-on information. So we also brought in other persons that was with us here on the island and that was in the schools with the teachers, with the school managers, on showing them how to improve the Dutch language within the schools. And after we have implemented that whole project, in no time we saw the improvement in the Dutch language in our schools. We have students in the group 3 that can come and give a message fully in the Dutch language, which we didn't have before. Or even the children in the group 1 and 2 will come, and from one sentence they are using 1 or 2 Dutch words. So you see, the more input you have, the more you get out. And every year we are revamping our goals that we have, our standards that we have, and we are trying every year to make sure that it gets better and better and better.
Because I'm glad you said that, because you know, when I hear parents talking and those who would like their children to follow their education in the Dutch language, you often hear them saying they want the child to go to Sister Magda because it seems to be the norm that that is the best Dutch school on the island. But lately I've been hearing quite some good reviews also coming out of Sister Borgia. So, you know, I guess what you're doing is really helping, because it's no longer just Sister Magda you're hearing Sister Borgia, and I guess just now will be all of them that the parents are, feeling great about.
The Sister Magda, the Sister Borgia, the Sister Regina, and the Sister Marie Laurent School. I must say that the Dutch language is improving on a pretty good pace.
And
really.
Why would you think, though, or why would parents think that Sister Magda would have been the best Dutch school? Is that because you have more Dutch teachers there? Or?
Well, I think that go way back when a lot of, not investors, but persons will come from Holland to work here on the island, and they will work in government for 3 years. And also in the police force, we also have a lot of persons that come to work for just 3 years, and then they come with their family, and family with children. And back then, you were really looking at the St.Maarten school with the language of instruction Dutch. That was the first school, so everybody would go there. But after the other schools also had the language of instruction Dutch. And that is why I think that school was the most popular with the Dutch language. But right now, you have the Regina School extremely popular because they just had to open an extra classroom for the 4-year-olds, group 1, because of the demand for the Dutch. So it's across all the Catholic schools now.
And could you tell me then what are your passing grades like coming out of the level 8, group 8, going into the secondary schools?
Well, the last exams that the students sat were the coordinated tests from the entrance exam from the MPC, and also, of course, you had entrance exam from St. Dominic High School and the Academy. And if I'm looking at the Dutch only, the passing grades to MPC was pretty okay. It was 70%, I will say, that had a real good pass to go into MPC, the take a L, that's the former MAVO, or the HAVO VWO.
Okay. And your English schools?
English schools, they also doing extremely well.
Okay.
Really
now
good passes.
I know just now we're going to hear that we have to wrap up, so I'm not going to give them the opportunity to tell us. I just want you now to tell the viewing audience and parents who would want to consider the Catholic school or maybe consider the Methodist school or the public schools, you know, what, in your opinion, would make the Catholic school a better choice for a parent?
Well, I definitely don't want to talk down the other school boards because I have a very good working relationship with them. But I must say, I'm grateful for the staff that we have, the school managers. They take their job very serious, and I have some hard-working, dedicated teachers. And parents know that, they see that, and that's what they are looking for. And besides that, the peace that flows within the schools, you also want your child in a very safe environment, and we also offer that. So with that dedication from the staff of the Catholic School Board, I think we stand out. We stand out, and that is why I think we have so many persons want to come into the Catholic schools. And I think once you're under Catholic faith, and we are instilling those morals and values, that is something everybody wants for the children, because they are coming in. You don't have to be a Catholic to come to a Catholic school.
Thank you so much, ladies, for having been a guest on A Better Place, and also for bringing that wealth of information concerning the Catholic School Board and your educational system there. And to you, the viewing audience, I would like to thank you for having been a part of A Better Place. I am your host, Angelique Rameau. Stay tuned for our next program.